Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Vintage Baseball Card Packs. Today I don't have any vintage baseball card packs to open, but instead I want to show off some cards. I created my own subset out of a Topps set, the Topps 2021 Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary set. This set was dated 2021, but it actually came out in 2022 summer, and it has 700 cards in it. And what I noticed, out of those 700 cards, there were a lot of Hall of Famers, 120 to be exact. So what I decided to do is make a Hall of Fame subset out of those 700 cards. So I wanted to collect all 120 Hall of Famers out of that 700 card set and put them together in a binder, and that way it reflect back on the Hall of Fame players from start to end. I watch a lot of videos from Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, and also his Golden Age of Cardboard podcast and YouTube channel. A big focus of his collection is Hall of Famers. And so that's inspired me to start collecting Hall of Famers also and make that a way I can focus my collection a little bit. So here we go. We have these cards in a binder, and let me go through them. So what I did is I took all the Hall of Famers, I looked them up, what Hall of Famers are in the set, and I arranged them by order of induction into the Hall of Fame. So here we go. The first three cards, Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, and Ty Cobb. These are the first three people in the inaugural Hall of Fame. Then after that, the next Hall of Famer in the set is Lou Gehrig, 1939. And then we skip into the 1960s. We have Bob Feller, Jackie Robinson, Ted Williams, Stan Musial, Lou Boudreau. I apologize for the glare. I need to get some better lighting. But anyway, I forgot to talk about it. The set, these are all the 1952 style. They're chrome versions, and they're 1952 style. And they look pretty nice, and a good way to check out all the Hall of Famers all in one spot. Not every Hall of Famer made it to the set, but a fair number of them. So here we have the first page of them. Next we have Early Wynn, White Sox, then Yogi Berra, Monty Irvin, Roberto Clemente, Warren Spahn, Whitey Ford, Ralph Kiner, Bob Levin, and Robin Roberts. So I know a lot of these names, but I don't know a lot about all these players. And so another nice thing about doing this type of collection is in the back of the cards, we have their full statistics and a little bit of tidbits, and actually read about the players and learn about all the Hall of Famers that way. So that's a benefit of doing this in a binder format and just putting it one card per sleeve. So next we have Al Lopez, a manager for the White Sox, Hall of Famer. Then we have Ernie Banks. Then we have Eddie Matthews, Willie Mays, Al Kaline, Duke Snider, Bob Gibson, Hank Aaron, and Brooks Robinson. So like I said, these are in the order of induction. So some first-time Hall of Famers and some people that took a little while to get into the Hall of Fame are next to each other. So we have George Kell, Juan Marichal, Don Drysdale, Harmon Killebrew, Louis Aparicio, Rick Farrell, Ina Slaughter, Hoyt Wilhelm, and Lou Brock. So next we have Bobby Doerr, Willie McCovey, Billy Williams. So for example here, Willie McCovey, I believe, played later than Billy Williams, but they got inducted at very similar times. Then we have Catfish Hunter, Willie Stargell, Carl Yastrzemski, Johnny Bench, one of my favorite players. I was a big fan of the Big Red Machine. Johnny Bench, one of the players on there. Red Chaindeist. So again, Red Chaindeist played much before Johnny Bench or Jim Palmer or Carl Yastrzemski, but he made it at the similar time that these players did, so that's why I put him in this order. Then we got Jim Palmer. So all these people retired in the mid 80s. We got Joe Morgan, Ferguson Jenkins, Gaylord Perry, Rod Carew, Hal Newhouser, Raleigh Fingers, Tom Seaver, Reggie Jackson, Phil Rizzuto. So still mainly players that retired in the 80s. Then we got Steve Carlton, Mike Schmidt, Richie Ashburn, Earl Weaver, manager, Jim Bunning, Phil Necro, Tommy Lasorda, again in the Hall of Fame as a manager, Don Sutton, Larry Doby. Now we got George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Orlando Cepeda, Robin Yount, Carlton Fisk, Sparky Anderson, as in a Detroit uniform here, but he was a big manager of the Reds, the Big Red Machine also. Tony Perez, Bill Mazeroski, Dave Winfield. These last couple pages is the prime area that I watched baseball, that I remember as a kid, all these players. So that's dating myself a little bit. We have Ozzie Smith, Eddie Murray, Gary Carter, Dennis Eckersley, Paul Molitor, Ryan Sandberg. Now we're getting to people that I started watching when they were rookies. Ryan Sandberg rookie card is 1983. Wade Boggs is 1983 rookie also. Bruce Sutter, Cal Ripken, 1982 rookie card. And Tony Gwynn was the third of those three 1983 rookie cards. Gwynn, Sandberg, and Boggs. Topps 1983, I remember those. Goose Gossage, Jim Rice, Ricky Henderson, iconic 1980 Topps rookie card. Andre Dawson, another manager, Whitey Herzog, Bert Blyleven, Roberto Alomar, another favorite of mine, Barry Larkin, not the Big Red Machine, but a Big Reds player. 1987 Topps was his rookie card. Then we have Ron Santo, who played well before Barry Larkin played. And then we got Frank Thomas, Greg Maddux, Joe Torre, primarily as a manager. And then we have the other Braves pitcher, Tom Glavine, who played along with Greg Maddux. Tony La Russa, still playing, not still playing, but still managing. In a St. Louis Cardinals here, but in the Hall of Fame already. Craig Biggio, John Smoltz, the third of the trio of Braves pitchers, Smoltz, Glavine, Maddux. Pedro Martinez, Next we have Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr. in his iconic pose here, Mike Piazza, Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge Rodriguez, Jeff Bagwell, Tim Raines. So here we have Tim Raines that you can see he got inducted in the Hall of Fame much later because he was 1981 was his Topps rookie card. Alan Trammell, Chipper Jones, 1991 rookie card. So here we see inductions at very similar times, but Chipper Jones started 10 years later after Tim Raines. Jack Morris, Jim Thome, Trevor Hoffman, Vlad Guerrero Sr., Edgar Martinez, Mariano Rivera, Derek Jeter, Larry Walker, Big Papi, David Ortiz. So these are very recent. I think this is last year or the year before inductees. David Ortiz, Jim Cott. And now we have the three most recent. Tony Oliva, which was last year. And you can date this video a little bit because now I have the two people that got elected to the Hall of Fame, not yet in the Hall of Fame, I guess. For 2023, we have Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland. Just a couple days ago, he got elected. So this is a way to get the 700 card set in a little bit more manageable style. All the Hall of Famers, and 120 of them is what we got here. So I'm working on this Topps Platinum Anniversary Chrome set. I have all the Hall of Famers base cards, and now I'm working on all the refractors and all the other parallels, Aqua Wave, Blue, everything. It's pretty ambitious, but we'll see how far I get. Refractors, I'm up to about half of them I have in refractors so far. So I think I got 58 or so refractor versions of these cards. So I'm going to assemble that set, put them in a binder, and hopefully in a few, I don't know, weeks, months, years, I'll be able to show you some refractor versions of these same cards. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. Reflect back at all these Hall of Famers and put some history behind all the baseball history. And then I got all these backs of cards to read about, learn about all these Hall of Famers. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I have plenty more videos coming. Hall of Famers, packs, present packs, past packs, a lot of different things coming on. So until next time, I will see you then.